So today we're doing a bunch of wall building and bridge building. So we're going over to start around the port area, which is over in jungle. So of course we need to do basically building a wooden wall around that town. Editing the bridges a bit, like getting them some supports and such. How the frame rate so bad? Okay. This is basically the area we're going to be working in, basically getting these bridges up and going, and working on some walls. Here's an area we need to get someone at, so that's what we're going to get started on. So, let's grab our axe, and we're going to start wood cutting, because that's what we need to do to get this going. So, let's go take that down. We may want to take down some trees as well. That would probably make sense to take down the tall ones, because those will give you a bit more than the smaller ones. Okay, let's get this one down and keep this up. So yeah, we're going to keep placing these all around till we got enough to start the walls. Now on the Oakton Village area, which I was working on off camera, we went and we put a bit more like of the log, not the log type, the wood type ones that are basically are six-sided. So like this, which of course we're not going to be doing that on the Port Ramsden area. We're actually going to be doing something almost like a palisade. So that's what we're going to be working on. So I'll give you a brief idea of it in a sec. So I clear out all these things that are basically going to be in the way of our building this. Else they're going to be our first supply. Now we also want to account for the future terraforming stage, which is basically going to be just us completely working on simply building it, and just make the terrain look nice. Mowing them lawn is what one of my future streams is going to be. So yeah, we're basically going to be doing a lot of that sort of stuff. Just keep gathering the wood, and eventually we'll have enough to start this project. Okay. Let's see, how many jungle saplings? You may want to just donate the jungle saplings to Jamie, just for the heck of it. And of course, what we're going to be doing after this is probably just going ahead and working on. Of course, I did that. Of course, I did. Okay. I'm a really big fan of this trip, but. So there we go. Take that. Now we're going to just keep going on here. And we have a bunch of these trees. Now, I didn't notice that. That looks horrifically ugly. Now we have a wandering trader. Let's see what he's offering. Please offer something decent. You're offering nothing decent, it seems. Except for chiseled bookshelves. I am definitely in the market for chiseled bookshelves. And many spruce planks. I don't have my emeralds on me. So I don't. Okay, we'll be back for things like that, of course. Okay. Now let's get ready to get to work on all this stuff over here. And yeah, we have to just keep this up and eventually, yeah, let's just go on over here and begin this wall. Okay. Oh, and of course there's another 2 trains here we need. So build this back up. And mine that back down. Okay. So we have to get this one next, and that should be basically all in this parting area we need to get rid of. So, yeah, we should be able to just go ahead and work on the wall now. So, I see I have a shulker over here. What kind of shulker is this? Nothing of use, but we can just suppose all our saplings in there. But are there any emeralds in there? Please say yes. There aren't any emeralds. Okay. For chicken, and we'll get to work on all the walls. We're going to start on the far end, way over here, because this is a port town that has a lot of. Now this area over here is going to be. We're going to ignore that area. We're going to start over here. So build up a few. And we don't want this to be all even. We want it to just have some variation in height. Of course. But we do want it all to be at least 2 in height. For one reason. We don't want zombies just popping over. That would not be too convenient at all. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep putting these all down. And, of course, it's almost nightfall, so do I have any wall? Oh, I have a green bed. Let's just set down a green bed in one of these places we're going to be building a house. So yeah, let's set that about there. We can just set the respawn points for now. And we're just going to keep. So eventually we're going to get to the gateway area, which is where we're going to be working on next. And now we're going to be building the actual towns in a separate set of streets, which is hopefully going to be as good as this set, but you never know. So let's just keep working on this. Eventually we'll be able to get through. You know what? I have an idea. Let's just put down the sets of 3, and then we can go over it with the detailing after. That's what we did at the Oakton, so let's just do it here as well. And we realize that we're about 1/4 of the way short. So let's get to work on gathering some more. So we're going to go off this way, gather some more of that. So up here, off this way. And yep, more of them are within this border area. Which eventually, oh, it's oak, which we really don't like. The vanilla oaks. Okay. Come on. Okay. Now we need to go sleep through this night before it's too late. Because I am not a big fan of in-game nights. Especially when you're trying to build. They just mob swarm you, it gets annoying. So let's go handle that in a hurry. Yes, and let's go handle that. Oh, and let's remove these. Okay. So yeah, the mob shouldn't start spawning for another few seconds. So yeah, there we go. Let's spawn over to here. Sleep through the night, and we'll put down. Why is that glitched? Okay. So I have the bed right here. And let's get to work on putting some of these down. At 29, it's not going to get us very far, but let's just put them down anyway. So here we go. And what I'm thinking about doing is just chopping down some dark oak and using that for the actual, well, bridge design work. So that's what we're going to work on after this. So let's get to work on this first, though. We have to cut down more of these trees. A lot more. Okay. That just put these down. Okay. We may just need to get some of the tall ones down, because that should probably get us a bit. I think that'll be a lot more effective than just cutting these small ones. They'll be way more effective, actually, so let's go ahead and do that. So down to here. And so these brush things, they need to go. What the? Okay, there we go. So take that out. There we go. Okay, where is a tall tree? We need a tall tree somewhere. Oh, yes, there. And as we knock this all down, we'll basically be ready to proceed to our next task, which will basically be the construction part of it. Again. Yep, I think just take down 2 of these tall ones and we'll be good to go. The entire rest of that wall. Oh. And of course, they don't have that much space in my inventory. Okay, so in that case, we're going to ditch the jungle planks, grab jungle logs. Okay, there we go. And climb on back up. And get that handle. Okay, right about here. And let's take that down. Okay, now we are all getting closer to the top. If we get to the top, we'll basically mine everything else down. And then we'll just be ready to go pretty much. Here we go. Ah. Okay. So I can see I cleared out a bunch of that, so I can see where all the terraforming basically needs to happen. Because it's really nasty, rough terrain over there. You want it to be all smooth and elegant when done. So that's going to be another stream. After we do the mowing the Imperial Lawn stream, we're going to start smoothing the terrain up a bit. So let's get to all that. Okay. Okay. Now we need to probably dispose the rotten flesh and just pick all these up. Okay, there we go. Now we'll head on over to build side again and get to work on this now. So that gets this just shy of 2.5 stacks of these logs. Probably won't get us too far, but it'll get us far enough. So this is basically where the next end of it is. So we'll basically make sure that. So there we go. Okay, as we keep placing this, we'll basically be proceeding to the next step, which will basically be just simply getting everything in place. Okay, wait, maybe I don't need as much as I thought. I could be wrong, though. It used to be wrong. Okay, put all this down. Yeah, I think it actually might make the distance. Let's get this over the gate. Yeah, one more of these tall trees and we should be good to go. Okay, we're going to basically just build the gate up right quick. And now just 3. There we go. Yeah, actually, I don't think we even need one of the tall. Actually, I'll just do one of the tall trees. We have to do all the detailing. So it sends right here. Down, yeah, it's going down. So we need to send the short ones for first. Okay. And then we'll basically be able to finish up on those walls. Yes, we will. So here we go. Okay. Now we're going over to here, get these down, knock this out. We can proceed over here as well. Now what we're going to do after this is basically just get some bamboo planted around it and okay, getting close to his tank. To get to his tank, it'll probably be nightfall, so we'll basically get ready for that. Okay, where's the hidden? Here it is. There's another hidden around here somewhere. And another, I guess? Where is it? I don't know. We're just going to simply ignore that for now. And take all these. Okay. Now we should be. Okay, there. Now we just need to look at that. Go around to here, get this one. And we'll basically just Be moving on from here to this. Okay. Back to the port area. And sleep through this night once it starts. Alright, let's get this going. Okay, that needs to be one higher so that thing's through. Okay, now we just go on over here. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be enough. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be enough. Or maybe it will be. Let's see. How many do I have left over? It's multiples of 4 now. Okay, 1, 4. So we have just barely enough to finish this step. Now we can just go over and do the detailing step after we sleep the night. Okay, where is that? Okay. Sleep through there, and now we are ready to move on to the next thing, which is the detailing of the actual things up on top. Which basically is the easy part, most part that is. We just have to basically put a bunch of things up here. Thing is, I have those creepers turned off, so they aren't going to do any. Yeah. So let's go on back over to our build area, try and figure out some more of these. I think if we take out more of the large ones, we should be able to detail the entire rest of it. So let's go do that. I saw a large one right over there, so that's where we're going. And that just quickly get all this down while we're at it. So, yep, there we go. There's a target right over there. Okay, pulling up the axe, and let's get started on this thing. Okay, that has to go. Now we go on up here a bit further. And yeah, we should basically be able to finish this whole thing, and we'll be able to move on to some of the bridges. I'm thinking for the jungle, we're going to stick to the jungle log theme. This is one of the shorter ones. Apparently, I didn't realize it was. Now it still works, though. Should be just enough for the detailing. Okay. Let's grab all this. Oh, it's 61. It's actually not much. Went from a single. Oh. That's left floating. Okay. Let's set of fines and not what I meant to do. I have an idea. Off of this thing. And find that one and then this one. Okay, there we go. Now we can go ahead and start putting this down. as we going back over here. So go. Yeah, and we need to eat again, of course. Okay. Let's bring that up by 2. Now, see, this area is pretty much mostly roughed up already, so that's a good sign. Which means we shouldn't have to worry as much about this area. Yeah, this will definitely make it all the way across. Since we're skipping a few here and there. Okay, where did that place? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I just need to go here and nope, we're just going to go around again. On over here. And there. Almost perfect. Okay, there we go. We got all that finished. Now we can go ahead and take some of the bamboo from over here and replant it. So let's take this. This will basically disrupt a bunch of the raids. One of the things you can use bamboo for is just getting all the pillars and such stuck, which is really convenient to. So let's dispose the oxide daisy. Okay. There we go. Got all this, and now we can start planting it. Let's just remove our shield for now, because we don't need it. And it'll allow us to basically plant a lot faster. Okay. Now what we're going to do after this, grab ourselves some more jungle, and go on a bridge building. So that's what we're going to do. So, section. Okay. Now let's go ahead and start crafting this into planks and also craft our spruce into. So let's get a crafting table set down. I don't know if I already have one. So, of course, the reason I'm planting so much bamboo around here, bamboo is going to be a main building block for this village. Okay. Now let's go ahead and grab slabs. Jungle slabs first, then spruce. Melon. Okay, there we go. The jungle area bridges will basically be just pretty much all all jungle. sort of like this, and a bit more messy of bridges. And we just go on over like this. Now we go on up here. And we need to move on to the next bridge, which is this one. This one's going to do a similar design. And as will the other one in this area. Okay. Okay, I just put all these down, and we're pretty much finished with this bridge. Okay, now we have another bridge over here. Similar block palette. And then we're going to be moving on to the main bridge, which is over to the north a bit. Actually, not north, it's to the west or whatever. Okay. Yeah, this definitely needs to be worked on a bit more. But since it's switching over to this side, I'm going to just switch to the Bruce. Since that's what I have on hand. Another thing we need to do is remove that barrier. This over the waterway. Okay, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and head back to next bridge. So that's 2, 3. Okay. We're going to keep mining this down until we're basically over opposite shore, right over there. Then we'll just fly on over, head back to base, and work on some of the bridges. Okay, a little further, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, there. So, another thing we need to handle later, getting rid of this nether portal. Actually, let's handle that right now. I just handle that right now. That just looks so out of place. So, add a bit. Because if nether portal should not be in the trees, that's just a given. So let's go ahead and keep this up. And yeah, here's a spider sneaking up on me. Good news is we're about to head back to base once we clean this thing up. Okay, there we go. Time to head to base. Then we also want to basically eventually get rid of any lava lakes, get rid of all these things that these blazes caused. So, yep, back over to our little house over here. That just spawned a chicken, did not mean to do that. Okay, this is another night, and we're about to be another. There we go. So how much of this we have on here? Not quite enough, but I have a plan. We're going to work on all of it right off the bat. So basically we have one bridge left to really work on. Actually, two. We're not going to work on the main bridge just yet. The main bridge that basically is between here and the Yaldor area. That one is this one over here. We're going to work on that different time. But now we just need to go on over here to this bridge and freshen this one up a bit. Also, I have some logs too, basically. Okay. So now we're going to simply start placing this like so. Make it a bit more of a roughed up bridge like the other one. Okay. And I don't think I have enough to finish it. But we're about to end the stream anyway because this is a shorter stream than usual. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back on Thursday. And we'll probably be doing a different game than Minecraft on Thursday. But yeah. It's been good. Have a great day.